Studios in Ontario, California, it's Foobar Sports.
Hey everyone, I'm Josh.
I'm the Foo.
And we got Josie on the mix.
Playoffs!
Welcome to Foobar Sports, episode 23. You can find our episodes on FoobarShow.com or any podcast app. You can also join us on our Facebook group, Foobar Sports, where you can just kind of join on the shit or watch our live recordings whenever we record every Sunday. Well, fellas, let's get after it. A lot of shit's been going on. There we have our teams in the NBA Finals, which comes back May 30th. There's been a lot of, oh my God, I didn't think that they can put as much gasoline on the Lakers as they have this past week, but
dumpster fire?
man, Magic Johnson just let out opened up a huge can of worms on Monday, in which we'll kind of get started with, Foo. So, can you tell us what you know about this Magic Johnson ordeal?
Well, he went on the Stephen A. Smith show, and
First Take, the one with Max Kellerman,
with him and Max, and pretty much Magic Johnson identified the person who he was believing that was backstabbing him, which was Rob Pelinka.
Yeah. It was his first interview since the whole "I ain't gonna be here" exit interview on the last day.
Yeah,
and they did not hold back. Max Kellerman, nice food, nice.
Not bad.
Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith just let him have like all.
They
of the
gave
questions,
him the floor.
man.
They gave him the floor. All the questions they asked, I'd say out of every 4 questions, only one was not related to Rob Pelinka.
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
It was a straight up interview about why. And Magic, if you know Magic, you know the way he talks, he plays both sides. It was a lot of that going on, man.
Yeah, I mean, and it was also because he was telling, Jeannie and Rob Pelinka had just seen him a couple days before at a dinner to kind of make sure, hey, we know you're doing this interview on First Take. We need to know, what you're going to, is there any problem? Like Jeannie asked him, do you have any problems with Rob? Or is there something I need to know about that I don't know already?
Oh, shit.
And he's just like, no, there's nothing. And so then, boom, all of a sudden, he first explains how this all came to be. That Jeannie asked him for help, and he's like, you know what, I will, but only if I have full control. He's like, I gotta have full control, and I have to have final say. And he's like, and in this interview on First Take, he said that he still wanted to. He told her that he was gonna be gone from time to time because he has to focus on his other businesses because he didn't want to lose out on his other businesses.
He's got the Dodgers, and he's got TGI Fridays.
Well, if it's weird, it's funny you say Fatburger, because he actually, when he first joined, he had said that he was 100% all in, that all of his side businesses can just, can wait on the wayside.
Oh, wow.
And so now, because
being the president of basketball operations,
it's an everyday, almost 24-hour type of job.
True.
They're always on the phone.
It's only 5 months out of the whole year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, the way these guys work, they work a lot more because
they're required to be around only 5. The rest they can kind of make sure.
Yeah, and the majority of the league, which I think was Magic's thinking, I'll go ham during the league year, but then after I'm leaving that to Rob, where it's no, most vice presidents or presidents of basketball operations are in it, they're really hands on. They almost think of Andrew Friedman, Dodgers. That guy's constantly working year round.
Yeah.
But he has a lot of underlings that kind of follow his lead. But he's pretty much final say on everything.
He delegates a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Magic was kind of alluding to that type of dynamic with Jeannie. But then there were reports that Rob would go to show up to practices and be like, "Is Magic in? Have you guys seen Magic? Magic's not here."
Just playing the antagonist, really.
Really, but at the same time, it's if he was genuinely looking for, "Hey, have you seen Magic today? I need him to sign off on something." It's
right.
Okay, but yeah, and I think
he was making it known to everyone Magic's not here.
Yeah, and we can't have He was pretty much bringing it out.
Petty, pretty much.
Oh, definitely, and Magic's not less petty, I should say, than
like
Rob.
I said, Magic will play both sides of the conversation depending on what you talk to him about. Because he did that several times. He said he had no problems with Rob, but at the same time, he said it bothered him, his relationships at work. So it's like, okay, so which is it? That's just how Magic talks.
Yeah, and then he also said, but it doesn't bother me. He's like, but it doesn't bother me, Steven. It's just like,
but the reason he left is because
it
of
bothered
his relationship with Rob was bothering him.
Yeah,
and he wasn't having fun, which is so Magic's a little contradictory sometimes, but because he likes to play both sides of an argument, so he doesn't appear to be the bad guy.
Yeah, exactly. And what's funny is that all this happened. Okay, this is just the regular Lakers saga recently.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he did this the morning that they were going to be introducing their new head coach, Frank Vogel. So they had their full-on press conference after this interview had already aired on the East Coast.
Christ. So not only is the Lakers' job a really tough job, but it's like, hey, your first day, we have to defend the organization. Ready?
Yeah, like we'll get to you, but we got to defend it. And apparently, like more than I think. The actual head coach only got like 5 minutes worth of questions in.
Oh, wow.
And
everything
GM
was just a reaction to Magic.
Yeah. And Rob, and trying to get more insight on how the organization's being run right now. And that took I think he got like 20 minutes. It was like 20 minutes or so.
Good chunk of it.
Yeah.
And they weren't answering questions about, like what happened between them. They were just addressing issues that were being asked and questions being asked them. They didn't bring up anything on their own.
They didn't give any insight, really.
No.
They did say that they were not going to be replacing Magic Johnson's position because they said that position was made only for Magic. It didn't exist before, apparently. But
President of Operations?
Yeah, VP of President of Basketball Operations. So now Rob pretty much has all power. He's the one that... He's
the general manager, right?
Yeah, and he's only GM.
But he does only answer to Genie.
He only answers to Genie now. So he's pretty much taking on Magic's roles.
Also, I'm hearing rumblings that Phil Jackson is being involved a little bit.
I heard he's consulting on the back.
He's privately consulting, and someone brought up something interesting. If he never made those posse comments with LeBron, like maybe Phil Jackson would have been Magic's replacement or possibly a special assistant like he is now, but publicly.
Oh, really?
That he has to kind of work underneath the radar because Phil Jackson made his relationship with LeBron very edgy.
Oh.
He called him and his people, so pretty much, him and his family and friends, their posse. And then like LeBron and a bunch of NBA players went to the whole fucking slave mentality thing.
Oh, jeez.
The history behind posse is related to it. That's why they connected it. So
they took it an extra step. Even though I'm pretty sure I know what Phil Jackson was alluding to.
Of course,
but
it's because
Phil Jackson is not that kind of guy.
It's because he was with
he's
Miami.
a basketball coach. He can't afford to be that kind of guy.
Yeah, and he's like almost like a shaman.
Yeah.
I'm reading his book right now, and you see the very spiritualistic side of Phil. But you were saying, Fu?
About Phil.
Yeah, you're right.
So what that stemmed from, Fu, why he kind of called him out or responded to it, when LeBron was with Miami. LeBron would get special privileges, like he didn't have to always travel with the team.
Yeah.
Which everywhere else in the league, you have to travel with the team. So pretty much LeBron was demanding the Heat let him do stuff his own way.
Yeah.
And he had his own jet and shit.
Yeah.
And for their Christmas game, he didn't fly with the team. He flew right after the game to Cleveland to be with his family, extended family and friends. So that's why Phil Jackson called him out. He's like, he gets his special privileges, him and his posse.
Right.
When no other NBA player normally gets those privileges.
Yeah, it's really only reserved for superstars.
Right.
But Phil Jackson comes from, he's had superstars like Magic and Kobe that, they did stuff like that too. Kobe fucking took a helicopter.
He wasn't there with Magic.
Not Magic, I'm sorry. Michael. I meant Michael, I'm sorry. Same era, same timeline.
Sure.
But God, the Lakers it's just a soap opera that just keeps on giving.
It's tough right now because they're not answering questions about the situation directly
at all.
And
they're still being very silent.
I think they're all like gonna just wait until the draft and finally when they start making moves. because there's still the potential they can blow the shit up.
Yeah.
With trading their number 4 pick and their young guys and trying to get a superstar through trade.
Oh, yeah.
And still having Fraden's money for a third superstar.
Once this regular season ends, that's when we'll really start to see what the fuck the Lakers are doing, because I think they're going to start making moves.
I think they've realized we can't be open like we were, like Magic was. We need to operate. There's a vendetta against them.
Yeah, they have
for
to.
being it's funny. Analysts and even NBA owners are like, yeah, the Lakers are the NBA's favorite team.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they're their marquee franchise.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah,
NBA, the NBA
they're the
favors.
Yankees.
Yeah,
They're like the Yankees.
That's true. I
Yeah.
can see that.
I mean, that's what a lot of people equate them to, at least. Like,
Well,
they're
it's
the
a huge
Yankees
market.
of basketball.
A lot of money goes
which
through
is why
LA.
when LeBron came here, tickets skyrocketed at $500.
Yeah, easily.
Nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like you want to see a great at work, shell out $500.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's so worth it, especially if it's a good game.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to like a fucking triple overtime game, boom, worth your money right there.
Totally. Yeah.
Worth your money right there. And,
Absolutely.
Foos, we should all save up to go to a game next year.
Yeah.
Let's have a bake sale.
That's right. We won't tell you what's in them.
Oh,
You
man.
gotta guess.
That's called illegal.
What?
Yes.
Oh, well, then the Girl Scouts have been doing it for years. So explain yourself.
That's true.
Moving on to
Somebody had to take them down a notch.
You're
Way to
right.
go, Josh.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Damn,
man.
Girl Scouts always asking me for money.
You're the hero we fucking deserve, I suppose.
Right? Ignoring the charity kids.
You're welcome. Moving on to the finals, we finally have our teams, Foo, and I was wrong.
You were dead
I
wrong.
was dead wrong.
Who would have thought Toronto win 4 in a row?
Yeah.
Dude, Kawhi is a
He's
beast.
on fire right now,
He's-
man. He looks good.
Kawhi is top 3 in the league. It's a mix of KD, LeBron, and Kawhi.
Yes, definitely. And the way, dude, did you see that fake pass, that Kawhi, where he pretty much just palmed the whole ball,
Dude, he
reached
like
out?
straight up full extend, brought it back, and then made
Laid
a
it
move.
up.
Oh, dude.
It was great.
Crazy.
It was one of the finest moves I've seen.
I watched Game 5, a lot of it yesterday.
Yeah.
Game 6, I'm sorry, a lot of it yesterday. And, dude, he is on another level. I think he finished 27 points, 17 rebounds, 7 assists. The other night, he had a triple-double, 37 points. He's a beast, man. He's transcendent. He's a guy that can carry a team to win.
Yeah, he's been averaging about 30 points a game in these playoffs.
Yeah.
Which is like, he's the first player to do this since
LeBron
LeBron
and MJ.
And MJ,
Wow.
yeah. He's no joke, man.
He's a beast, dude.
He
He's
100%.
crazy.
He 100% deserves a supermax contract because he was able to push to will the Toronto Raptors to their first NBA Finals.
Yeah.
He's going to be forever even though if they don't win, he's going to be a legend in Toronto if he stays.
Yeah.
He's got to stay, and I think he'll achieve a legendary
And
status.
then put them on the map, just like they're a team to beat.
They are. Now
Yeah.
they're well,
Now
he already
they're
cemented
insane.
it. They're on the map.
Sick.
First ever NBA Finals.
It's the first time we're going to have an international NBA Finals, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, between Toronto
Canada
and
versus good old USA, food.
Yeah.
Who you got?
Probably got
The Warriors.
the Warriors.
Yeah, they're gonna crush them.
especially if KD and DeMarcus Cousins come back.
I don't think KD's coming back, dude.
You don't? You really? You
I think he's
not?
gonna miss the first 2 games of the series.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
And
interesting.
I know KD. He will will himself to play even if he's hurt the next 1 or 2 games. So
Yeah, you know what? He does that to himself, man.
So no, without a doubt, KD's not coming back right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's something that the Warriors realize already, that if they can't rush him back, and they wouldn't want to rush him back. He's about to sign a supermax contract himself.
Yeah, he is, and I think they because Klay Thompson actually doesn't qualify for the Supermax because they
Didn't make the All NBA squad.
Yeah, they released their All NBA squads. I can go into that. I'll find it and I can kind of give you what's going on with that. But yeah, they play differently, man. The Warriors, we've seen how they play, they just constantly are passing.
Dude,
that
them
ball.
without KD though look even more fucking deadly.
Yes,
That's crazy to think. a great player like KD, like no matter what, the team is still good enough to be able to carry it.
Even more efficient at times.
Yeah, a well-oiled machine and everything.
Yeah, dude, they're great. Toronto has a bunch of pretty... Dude, Marc Gasol was hitting threes. I think Golden State better come full force or they're going to have a tough time.
Oh, yeah. Toronto definitely has a chance in these finals. They can do it.
They look good.
Kawhi Leonard, that guy, man. That guy, he's so good.
He was commanding double and triple teams and still fucking getting assists.
I mean, did you see that dunk on Giannis where Giannis flew
and that's
back?
the second time he's done a monster dunk over him this series.
Yeah,
Kawhi's the real deal, dude.
I mean, it all comes down to that grip of his, man. Like, he fully palms the goddamn ball. And when you see him go for these dunks or these layups, it's like he only releases it up to the, like, inches away from the basket almost every time.
Right there.
Yeah. It seems like he gets there with ease.
He has like a 7'2" wingspan.
Yeah. I thought it was a little more. I thought it was
I don't
3
know.
or.
I don't know if it's that much more, but
But 7'2" is still impressive as he's only 6'7", 6'8".
6'8", 6'9" ish. I think.
Yeah, so to be able to have those, oh my God, this guy's amazing. I really hope he leaves the Raptors and comes to the Lakers.
Oh my God.
They said it's
Is it really possible?
Possibly. It's not out of the realm of possibility only because he's from Palmdale.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not LA, but Palmdale.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Palmdale. That's just right there.
It's right there.
But
he's close.
He's gone to LA every offseason to come because he lives here.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of other places do that. But he also has ties with Kobe. Kobe's his mentor.
Oh,
Kobe trains with him in the off season.
Oh,
so
he probably picks some
all
things
it's gonna
up along the way, and
and
dude, I really hope the Lakers can get their shit straight.
I think
I hope
they
Kobe's,
have to have Kobe and LeBron in there.
I hope Kobe is a little involved right now.
oh,
Yeah,
man.
or at least in the meetings.
Yeah.
Because right now he probably is just like, you know what? Because
You guys figure out the
he
business.
coaches his young girl, his little girl, who's like 12 and 13, and she's pretty badass as a basketball. She does all of his moves.
Nice.
It's fucking dope. But
she's pretty badass too. She's top rate. She's one of the top rated players.
Yeah,
for women.
For girls.
For girls.
Yeah, and I think she may be one of the ones to kind of help put the WNBA back on the map, especially if her
sweet.
Dad
is
Kobe.
Marquee name, dude.
Yeah. So don't discount the WNBA, but again, going back, I think he should definitely be in on the pitch meeting with LeBron. Because I know he talks to LeBron too, like on the side.
They do, yeah. They talk.
They talk. So I think that if Kobe were to come in and tell Kawhi, "Come on, man, this is where you need to be," like
play here and you'll be an NBA legend.
like LeBron wants you here, like he will give you the reins, man. If he wins the finals, I bet you anything. LeBron's like, "Team's yours, man. Just get me to the fucking finals these next 2-3 years."
Yep.
He's like, "Let's go." And I think
that's all they need.
That's all they need because I know LeBron actually flew. Remember, he flew out to Philadelphia when they played the Sixers to go meet up with Kawhi.
But doesn't this make you like kind of be like, "Fuck, why couldn't we just force that trade with San Antonio?"
Yeah. But I think it had a lot to do with Magic too. I mean, who knows? That front office right now is not reliable. So all of this could just be like the rug getting pulled from under us, and none of this happens because right now. It's the Lakers.
They love Kawhi in Toronto.
Yeah.
And the Lakers have a little dysfunction going on, and they're trying to be a little more stable. So it's going to be tough.
Yeah, but on a brighter note, I liked the hire of Frank Vogel. I wasn't hating it.
Now we're backtracking.
Let's kind of give them credit for one thing. It's that, remember, this all happened on the day Frank Vogel was hired.
True.
And he immediately, when they asked him questions, he like promoted, all right, look, we got to be an actual team, and we got to have togetherness all the way from the bottom or from the top to the bottom. Like, we have to have uniformity all the way around. And I think with me here, I'm going to try and
at least he'll be a proponent of that, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Versus someone who will just do what they say. So,
and I think he's young enough to where he wants to he still is willing to learn and grow and be open to new ideas.
You and him are the same age. You're both 45.
45.
Oh, your hair says differently.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Where is this coming from?
Yeah, your facial hair.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so Frank Vogel. Frank Vogel's a good hire. Lakers. Yeah. But Kawhi, again, let's kind of finish off with the Warriors right now. So you think it's going to come to... You think Kawhi's going to do it, dude?
Warriors in 6.
Oh. I think Raptors in 7.
Damn.
Raptors are going to lose because I predicted it.
Do you know what the implications of the Warriors losing are?
What kind of bomb would this create?
Yeah, man. Are we gonna see just the apocalypse?
Well, KD could probably leave.
Oh, I think KD's bouncing. I don't think he's staying. Yeah.
Where would he go?
Knicks.
The Knicks?
I think he would go to the Knicks. I really do.
I think he's going to run into a similar situation if he comes to the Lakers. So he's not coming to the Lakers no matter what.
No, he doesn't want to be around LeBron. Like he sees LeBron more as like his rival.
I think, and he is.
He is very much, yeah.
I think if there's any KD going on here, it's going to be Clippers. But
yes.
I think the Knicks are a better landing spot for him personally, because
And
that's a crazy tough fan base to win over. But if you win them over, you'll be a god.
Yeah, you'll be a legend, an instant legend.
Yeah.
You can't rule out the Clippers as well for Kawhi, because I mean they're in LA still too, and they actually
Kawhi did express interest to go to the Clippers.
They have a well-run organization. You got to give Balls their fucking credit for Steve Ballmer, good old Steve Ballmer, credit for actually running a pretty decent ship over there.
Yeah,
bastard. But man, yeah, it's gonna be crazy too, to see where Kyrie goes, what's gonna happen with trades, Bradley Beal. The NBA is just it's great. It's like who needs a fucking soap opera?
It's prime time, dude.
Who needs?
When you got the NBA.
Yeah, who needs Young and the Restless when I can just go watch First Take with Stephen A. Smith every day, and some new soap opera is gonna just start playing out somewhere. God, it's crazy.
NBA is entertaining as all hell.
Definitely. So I kind of wanted to bring up one little subject. Recently, good old DJ No Chill.
Oh yeah.
He asked, why don't we talk about the LAFC?
Oh, okay.
The MLS, the new MLS team in LA that plays at Bank of California Stadium. And I thought, well, why not? Why not talk about them? I know you guys don't watch soccer at all.
DJ No Chill. DJ No Chill.
It's called contributing foo.
There you go.
Yeah, and actually the LAFC are doing amazing
They're
right now.
They're badass, dude. My coworker goes to their games a lot.
Yeah, they're it's only their second year too. They've only been around. This is their second year right now. They're leading as a second year as a team. They're leading the league with in wins right now, and 10 wins, and they have 34 points. And as you know, in soccer, it's always your wins, but then also what your point total is for the year. That kind of determines.
Because your ties only net you 1 point. Your wins are 2s. And your actual goal scored can count as well.
And that's why
it's a big
bumps you up.
picture thing.
Exactly. Yeah. And right now they're pretty much 8 points higher. There's an 8-point differential from the next team at 25 or 26. So these guys right now are just on a roll. They keep winning games like at least 2 or 3 points. Their top scorer right now, David Villa, he played overseas. So they like immediately got everything right off the bat, it seems, because they had a badass season last year.
They went to the playoffs, right?
Yes, they went to the playoffs last year. They went to the playoffs last year. Lost in the first round. And then this year, right now, they're leading, and Galaxy still is pretty good. I mean, they're the incumbents. And Fuze over here, I kind of want to get your takes on just soccer in general. What do you follow soccer at all?
Hardly.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I barely follow sports. Do you think I'm going to follow soccer?
Well, no. I mean, so if a game were to come on, would you actually just sit and watch a soccer game, or do you
well, unless it's got to be at somebody else's house and they have to have the TV on at that channel. I'm not going to tell them to change the channel. You know, I'm not going to be that guy.
Force you to watch a game.
Yeah, It's got to be like I got to be trapped, and I got to be in a situation where
there's no way out.
There's no way out.
There's no way out.
Yeah.
You're doomed.
Yeah.
Strap you to a chair.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just good old Clockwork Orange.
Mom invited
treatment.
me over for some pozole, and I was just like, well, shit, I got to deal with this if I want some pozole. You know what I mean? It's just a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
You're like,
but yeah, other than that, I have no thoughts about it.
Wow. Sounds like you have a lot of nightmares, man.
I'm pretty sure if
It's fine.
someone
It's
buys him a
absolutely
beer
fine.
and the
Perfectly
game's
fine.
on, he's just gonna watch the game.
Yeah, I mean, I got to draw my attention to something. I'm not going to stare at people. That'd be weird.
People watch Foo.
People watch, man. You can make up great stories about people.
That's
as you watch them
true.
go by.
That's true. Yeah. Okay, I'll try that.
These games are actually pretty crazy, though. These matches, like the stadium seats about 25,000 people, and the way it's built, like they have this one little section called, I think, Section 805 or something, and it's just a bunch of homies that that they just scream. They're screaming throughout the entire game.
Jeez.
And
My coworker said that they're standing throughout the whole game.
And they don't sit. You have to stand throughout the whole game. I think at some point you can get a beer poured on you. It's weird. Yeah.
The black and gold Foo.
Yeah, that's what they are, man.
Yeah.
The black and gold. And I guess dude, you know what's crazy is that they actually took these fans. They invited a bunch of fans that wanted to be a part of like the black and gold crew. I think that's what they're called. And they took them to overseas games to learn how the fans from in Europe at Europe football games react.
So they could bring that here.
So they could bring that here, and like
Yeah.
they brought like a full rule book on how like they're supposed to act at games over there, so
Okay.
that way they can bring the environment here to LA, and they do
Have
everything.
A shitload of hooligans.
Yeah, so people guys saying culero,
Right.
culé. Oh wait, no, they don't do that no more. They're
Yeah.
not. They're not allowed
They're
to.
not allowed to yeah.
That was
one's been
bad.
you
banned.
know what that means, Foo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows, but yeah,
He who likes the ass.
yeah, it's not. It wasn't cool, and but they start doing other stuff. They say other stuff. They have those big ass, fucking
Vuvuzelas.
vuvuzelas.
Those were annoying.
Those
Those did ruin an entire World Cup. Tournament.
You couldn't hear shit.
Yeah.
All you heard
those
was
things sucked. Those are
you
so annoying. Oh my god.
might as well hear the reggaeton horn.
It's all it was though, all at once, nonstop. It's exactly what it was.
Just a meeting of ships.
Yeah, pretty much.
I actually was thinking about trying to catch one of these games to go see LAFC. I heard they're fucking badass. They have like this falcon, like it's a mascot, and what they do is like they release it and they have the falcon go and attack a flag of the opposing team or the visiting team.
Really?
Yeah, so
They trained it to do that.
They trained it to do that. So they invite guests and celebrities to come be the falconer of the game.
Oh wow.
So they actually had recently Stephen Mason from Mason, Ireland. He did it this last Friday at the Pride Night. So
For the gays, Foo?
for the gays,
Yes.
for the gays. And dude, like I guess this bird's flying like 200 miles an hour around the stadium.
Oh,
Like
shit.
it flies in circles around the stadium, and all of a sudden it swoops down and picks up the flag, and then takes it back to
Oh.
whoever has the glove, the Falconeer
Yeah.
glove. Yeah, fucking,
Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet, Foo.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. He's
That's exactly what it
bird's
is.
getting all the stones, or some stones. It is in South Central.
He's
by
getting
the way.
stoned.
Yeah.
Probably. But
Coke rock.
don't sleep on them LAFC foos. Don't sleep on the black and gold.
We'll see.
So one last thing. Let's get on with this All NBA list. I was able to find it, and I want to get your opinion on the teams and if you would want to switch it around.
You will try.
All right. So right now, first team All NBA, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo, James Harden, Steph Curry, Paul George, and Nikola Jokic.
Dang, Jokic, dude.
The Joker, eh? The Joker. That's his nickname, fool.
Fuck off.
Oh, wow.
I like that whole list except Paul George.
Yes, that seems to be everyone's
Really?
kind of.
As far as everyone else, though, I'm okay with it.
Okay, so then let me tell you, All NBA,
nice list.
All NBA second team, and you can after I tell you them, you can rearrange them,
Okay.
or at least say what your all first would. So all second
All right.
is Joel Embiid, Kevin Durant, Damian Lillard, Kawhi Leonard, and Kyrie Irving. That's number 2. That's team 2.
Okay.
So team 3 was Russell Westbrook, Wow.
What's the Westbrook?
What's the Westbrook? Blake Griffin.
Blake.
LeBron James. Rudy Gobert. And then Kemba Walker.
Who was the first guard?
Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook.
Oh my.
Fucking Elmer Fudd over here.
How can I forget that? Dude, oh man, those are pretty good lists. The Paul George first team's questionable. I'd like to see his stats on the season.
A lot of people were saying it's because he's the third candidate for MVP. That's why they kind of put him as first team.
Oh, what the?
Which should not be the case when you're picking All NBA. All NBA should primarily be on stats, on where you are on stats in your position ranking.
Or a PER rating.
Or PER rating, which is the efficiency rating.
Yeah, your
player
efficiency rating.
Which, if you have a higher... we all got dentures today, apparently.
I think the only one that may be removable from the list is Kemba.
Yeah, and that's crazy because
Kemba or Russell.
Even Rudy Gobert.
But who else is center?
Oh, that's true. There aren't a lot of good centers out there.
And Jokic, by far, deserving of
number one. Oh, definitely.
And Embiid, number 2. I'll take it. You know what? I could have taken Embiid at number 3, but it begs the question, who else is there?
That's true. Like, you don't really see... There's actually no predominant centers out there. Because Anthony Davis is a power forward, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. And
he made the first team, right?
No, Anthony Davis didn't make this team at all.
Oh.
Anthony Davis was... Well, because
but he's made it the last 2 years, so he
made it last year.
He's still eligible because he's made it years prior.
Yeah, he made it last year, so now he's eligible finally.
Yeah.
But he didn't make it
because he got injured. I forgot.
Yeah, there's a game like a limit. You have to hit a certain minimum of games in order to qualify. I think it's like
62 or 64. Something
yeah,
like that.
one of those. It's in the 60s. You have to hit 60-ish games in order to qualify for it. But I don't have a problem with Giannis because Giannis has been MVP status up until the final.
He should win the MVP.
He should because remember it's regular season, not postseason.
Yep.
And if he's going up against Harden and George, Giannis was far superior.
Oh yeah,
this year than
I could
both
say maybe Kawhi would replace Paul George on list 1.
That's what I was thinking.
And even if they just swap places, perfect list.
Yeah, yeah. If they put Kawhi at number 1 and then George at number 2, I could see that. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Or even Kevin Durant. A lot of people are saying put KD at number 1, but
no,
he was out. I think he was out a lot this year too.
Not just that, but I think Kawhi has just been a better player overall.
Yes, he's carried his team. He's carried his team for sure. 3, Kemba Walker. Now he's going to be a supermax. He's qualifies for a supermax contract because you don't have to make 1 or 2. You can make 3, and you can still qualify for that $250 million contract. And so that begs the question: do you think MJ is going to pay this motherfucker $250 to stay?
I think he's going to offer him slightly below the absolute max, but I think it's 5 years, $190 million or something.
The next level down.
Yeah,
I think it's 193,
191, 193.
Yeah.
That's if you don't have supermax, and 220 if you do. I think he'll be like, tell you what, take 200 a year. Or take 200 overall.
Split the difference.
Yeah. That way he could say, like, I can bring someone else in, too. Like, more talent.
That would be interesting, but do the Hornets have that type of salary cap space?
Yeah, they can give it to him.
To bring in another person. Or they probably would have to do it through trade.
Right.
Yeah, because Mitch Kupchak is actually the GM for the Hornets right now. Or he's the president of basketball.
Yeah, and then Mozgov's going to come off the books for him.
Yeah, so they'll actually a lot of teams right now in free agency.
That's why they'll have the room.
Yeah, a lot of teams are going to have room now. So it's not just that Lakers are hitting a prime time. They got to compete with everyone still.
Yeah.
Because as you can see, a small market team can still make it into the finals.
Yeah.
Or even
Toronto.
Toronto
making it to the finals.
Milwaukee making it to the conference finals.
All you have to do is make the right personnel transactions and boom, you're relevant.
Totally.
Now is the time, Fu.
Yep. Well, guys, we're going to have a little break for the finals. They're coming back on the 30th. And, we'll give you guys more insight when they come back. I think it's been a very interesting sports week, and I'm sure we'll have another one next week because
more Magic Johnson news.
More Magic Johnson news.
All right.
Well, thank you, everyone, for listening to Foobar Sports. Remember, catch us at FoobarShow.com and our Facebook group, Foobar Sports. Foobity doobity.